It's not that I was muted. I had the wrong mic on. I was going to do a VR chat stream today, so it was set to the Oculus. So that's what happened. So technically I wasn't muted, but I was muted. But hello everybody, how's it going? Instead, today we are doing something a little bit different. Today we are actually streaming on both again. Decided to try multi-streaming one more time, see how it goes. It is my first stream back, so I figured why the heck not? Why not do a little bit of both? Let's try streaming on the purple site and the red site. So we are streaming on both right now. Vivi, thank you for the gifted memby. Oh my goodness. Why, Dio? Thank you, thank you. That's so nice. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. So yeah, BB's on the red site. Say hello to BB's on the purple site. Everybody say hello. Everybody say hi. Say weho, weho. But yeah, we are multi-streaming today. We are trying it out. Again, I was going to do. I feel weird jumping back and forth between the chats. Yeah, it is a little bit much. I will admit this is kind of a little bit much on the mods. I apologize. And also Thorn, thank you for the 1 month as a memby over on the red side. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for being an armored BB. But yeah, I am back. I am back for my I am back from my little trip. Cyanide, hello. I am back from my little trip. And it's it was a lot. It was good. It was a lot. But I'm back. And it's good to be back. It's good to be back. I wouldn't go so far as to say I enjoyed it. But it was nice. It was nice. Welcome back, Athy. Who are you again? Don't worry about it. No one important. $471 heart. Wild Dio Zup, thank you for the resub over on the purple side. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You survived? I did survive, Thorn. I did survive. I'm back. It was a lot, but I am here, and it's good to be back. Let's quickly address something right off the pop, right? While I was gone, it was announced that Hermes is leaving. Hermes will be graduating. I'm sad to see Hermes go. We barely spoke, so I'm not like. I'm more sad for Hermes' community because that's a bummer. But I do wish Hermes the best. So I just, real quick, shout out to Hermes. Hope you good, homie. But yeah, so, oh no, I didn't know that. Yeah, Hermes is graduating. To be fair, a lot of the BBs forget sometimes that we're part of Mythos to begin with, so that's a thing. Cyanide, thank you for the gifted sub. Thank you, thank you. Rebel. But yeah, so yeah, Hermes is leaving. I will say, oh no, Hermes is leaving. Who's going to bully Nux now? Who cares? So, good luck, Hermes. Big love to her and Amy, and her and Amy. I don't know what that's a reference to. But yeah, yeah, it was. I was surprised, but at the same time, oh, and Mythos. Oh, I see. Okay, I was like, what? I was just sent something on Discord that really threw me. And anyway, unprofessional of me. Sorry. We like professionalism around here, and here I am being an unprofessional boy. I should be devoting my attention right now to you, my BBs, who I was away from for a little bit. I don't like being away from you guys for too long. It makes me sad. But yeah. Oh, you're all good. Why am I getting... Hang on, let me do not disturb. Okay, anyway. I don't know why it didn't set it to, it usually sets it to, like, streamer mode, but Discord didn't have me on streamer mode, so sorry if you heard the badoop. Badoop. We missed you lots. Oh, I'm glad. I'm glad you guys missed me. I missed you too. I did miss you guys. It was a long trip. It wasn't like a lot of days, but it was one of those things where, like, usually if I'm not able to stream, I can at least pop in somewhere, you know, like occasionally, like, swing by somehow. But man, I don't like being away for that long, right? I barely could check in. My data, like, ran out at one point. I had to get more. It was just a lot. I wouldn't call it fun, you know? It was a lot, you know, when you're invited out to hunt monsters with a bunch of heroes, it's not quite fun. It's not quite fun, especially when said heroes don't always get along. So it's like, oh, fine, okay, I guess we'll do this. Is that why you're stumbling? I'm stumbling a little bit. I'm stumbling. You know, I haven't seen y'all in a hot minute, and it's making me sad. Ah, the roaming, not the data plan. Oh, it's brutal. The week isn't the same without your nugget of rickdom. First of all, how dare you? First of all, how dare you? Second of all, this is, I think, one of the first weeks in a while where I posted the schedule and there's no Mineral Town. Had to keep the heroes in line. You always got to do your best. You always got to do your best, Sybil. Like, I try my best. You know, it doesn't always succeed. Classic Matt, always. Matt always finds a way to bring Rick into the conversation. No matter the cost. You know. Ugh. But yes, we do have some stuff to go over. And hang on, let me scroll through here and okay. Where do I even start? I'm looking at my list, I'm like, huh. I guess we can start where all good things should start. Let's go ahead and start with so I saw this TikTok on my way back, right? Oh, congratulations on the panel with the boys. Yeah, was that announced? Hang on, was that announced? Yeah, let me go look it up. Off Guy said that? They said that already? Or did they say this, or is this one of those things where, like, I just outed myself and the boys by accident? Whoopsie-doo. The schedule was released the other day. It was posted in the Discord. Oh, okay. So they didn't, like, tweet it out, but yeah, okay. So yeah, there is a panel. So if you're going to Off-Kai, me and the boys will be there, and you can, we're basically gonna do a little Q&A where you can ask the gods anything your hearts desire, and we will dive into it. No questions off limits. You may ask anything, and we will answer. And I don't know if it's going to be like a recorded panel or what the deal is there, but yeah, it should be a lot of fun. I think it should be fun. I don't necessarily know if there's going to be any meet and greets. I will keep you in the loop on that. But yeah. It should be pretty cool. Zup posted it in the treehouse. Oh, that's right. Zup did post it in the treehouse. Thank you, Zup. Thank you. That's right. Yeah. I'll be honest. Oh, okay. let's get something out of the way quick. There is stuff going on, like a conversation that is being had where it has me very distracted from my Athena duties. You know, it has me a little distracted from sitting here and talking amongst my BBs, my bird brains, my would-be heroes. You know, it's something that it has me a little bit preoccupied, so a lot of my attention hasn't been focused onto a lot of stuff. There's things going on that I can't talk about at Mythos, but a lot of like cool stuff going on that I don't even get to be part of because I've been so hyper-focused on something else. So it does have a lot of my attention. And so because of that, I haven't really been as focused in on BB-related activity as I really should be, because you guys deserve my undivided attention. And so for that, I do apologize. But it's why things like the off-kai stuff, like, I don't know what's going on with that. I'm mostly letting our manager take care of that, because I just don't really know what's going on there. So that's why I was like, did they say something? Did something happen? Right? Like, I don't know. I'm not really keeping up with it, unfortunately. It's not that I'm not into it, or that I'm not excited. It's just, like, so much has been happening behind the scenes that I'm like, oh, we're doing this too? When is this? Like, I kind of forget when it is. Hang on, let me check my schedule. So, it is, it looks like June 20th to the 22nd. I believe that's when it is. I don't know. Again, I don't know the day of like when we're doing the panel. I'm sure it's in the Discord. So if you are in our Discord, you could check there. Let me double check just to be sure. I think it's in announcements. Yeah, so it's in announcements. It is Sunday, June 22nd, 4:30 p.m. I don't know if like what time zone that's in. Oh no, that's Poseidon. Sorry, that's Poseidon's. So that it is Sunday, June 22nd at 5:30 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. Again, I don't quite know the time zone on that. You guys, if you're going to Off-Kai, you'll know what time 5:30 is because it'll be the time you're in. Join Artie, Athena, and Aphrodite in panel room 1. And it is just Mythos panel. Very creative. So yeah, me personally, I would probably, what I would do is I would try to see if you can get to panel room 3 at 4:30 to go hang out with Poseidon. Then you can run over to panel room 1 and hang out with me and the boys. That's what I would do. Like, after, like, try, because it goes right to 5:30, so try to see if you can go to both, because they're, like, back-to-back, right? Happy Pride, Athy, you cute ace owl boy. Thank you. I do be out here being your goofy owl, I do be out here being an owl. Going to take a sip of my tea now. There we go. But an owl warrior. I am your owl warrior. I am your owl warrior. Your owl warrior, if you will. But yeah. Yeah, I do my damnedest to make sure that my BBs are taken care of, well protected. But yeah. Happy Pride to you, Athy. Why, thank you, Tengu. Thank you. Nothing like 3 sweaty gods arm wrestling us mortals. Hell yeah. Those who know, they know. Shush. Hush now. Hush now. Hush, Gregory. I am searching. So powerful. He became so powerful. But yeah. It is Pride. It is also Pride. By the way, let's go ahead and say this very quickly. Happy Pride, everybody. Happy Pride. I hope that you have a lovely Pride. I hope that you know, you're doing well, and I'm gonna say something because it's not political. Never forget that you are okay no matter who you are. It doesn't matter if you are gay, straight, non-binary, or transgender. You are welcome here, because you know what? It's not political to say that trans lives matter, and it's not political to say that your existence as a person should never be in question. You are welcome. You should never question who you are based off anything about you. You are very much welcome amongst the BBs. You are welcome in this tree house. You are welcome wherever, honestly. And I just want you to know, all you bitches and bros and non-binary hoes, that you are loved and you are welcome, and happy Pride. I myself happen to be a bi-romantic, or I guess pan-romantic, because I guess that is more accurate, the term. I've just said bi-romantic for so long. But a pan-romantic, asexual man. I do be an ace boy. I will always be very proud of the fact that I was born this way. It used to be something that brought me great confusion, because I was, you know, unsure why I was born the way that I was. I thought I was broken for a long time, but let me assure you, if you are questioning the same thing, you are not broken. There's nothing wrong with being ace and not really being interested in it. You live in a society that is very smexy time forward, right? Like very upfront with smexy time sells, you know? And ain't nothing wrong with that. I love looking at I love looking at dojins of my favorite anime boys. You know, don't get it twisted. I just don't like when people lay hands upon me, and not in a like fisticuff way. But you know, even ace people, you know, we have our things that we like. We have our faves, you know. And don't feel ashamed by that. I saw there was some hubbub recently in the VTubing scene about somebody coming out as ace, and people were like, their fan base was like irritated by that. I find that weird. Find that kind of strange, and I think somebody said it was like too politically charged or whatever. Your identity is not political. That's just who you are, you know? So, yeah, that's what I'll say. I will say that. I will say that anyone who says otherwise is a douchebag. I was gonna say a much meaner word that starts with a C, that my Australian viewers would be like, oh, right on, mate. There you go. There you go, mate. I was gonna say something a lot meaner than that. Yeah. Yeah, wild bio. But yeah, that's what I was gonna say. That's what those people are. And I have zero respect for them. Why dio? Cloudy! Thank you for the super. Oh my goodness. Happy Pride, Athy. You're perfect just as you are. Happy birthday, Cloudy. I admit I am not queer, but I was born in Pride Month. Happy birthday to you, Cloudy. Oh my goodness. First of all, it's your birthday and you're sending supers? That's crazy. To you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That's so sweet, Cloudy. And happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. We're doing a remix version. It's your birthday. Doo-doo. Why does this sound like she bop, she do? Sounds like the Tarzan song. Happy birthday! It's Cloudy's birthday. Let's go. But thank you for the super clap. Thank you. And I hope you have a lovely, lovely birthday and birth month. That should count as 5 supers towards the maid outfit. No, I forgot to set the poll, or not the poll, the thing though. Can I make it 4? Is it possible to make it 4? Nope. No, you cannot. Alright, it's fine. It's fine. Hang on. I always forget the maid outfit every time. Maid outfit, start goal! There we go. Oh, yeah, yeah, Twitch. Yeah, okay, hang on. Hang on. I forgot Twitch could do that. That's annoying. Okay, hang on, you know what? You know what? Hang on. I will honor it. I will honor it. Nope, that's the wrong one. There we go. All right. There you go. Bam, maid outfit. Ready, jiggle, jiggle. Jiggle, jiggle. Maid outfit. Maid outfit. There you go. I now have to... Hang on, I'm gonna stop this. Can I stop it? Remove gold. There we go. Remove gold. We'll do... I don't know. I'm already really regretting. That's... Okay, so usually the goal on YouTube is we use the maid outfit, but already I'm like, well... just further reinforcing how much I don't like a shared chat. That's unfortunate. Nothing makes Mondays better than watching Athy suffer. It's true. Also, the more I think about it, the more I'm questioning why we're even doing this when I'm looking at the viewer count on Twitch, and it's kind of not worth it. Because everyone I see in Twitch, like Barry, Tree, Rebel, I'm like, you guys pop in on YouTube anyway. I kind of don't think there's a point. Maybe we should. Maybe we can multi-stream to like to Tweeter or something. You know. Oh, Coffin's there too. Coffin's there too. There you go. I love Maid Mondays. You get a Maid Monday. You get a Maid Monday today. Aren't you a lucky goose? Aren't you a lucky goose? It's whatever pops into my feed first. That's valid. That's valid. That is that. Yeah. Wait. Oh wait. That's Thorn. Thorn is Coffin. Wild. I'm watching you everywhere. Twitter multi would be interesting. Well, I'm just kind of like, I'm starting to not see the point in it because I'm like, I mean, whatever. Like, it is what it is. It's fine. It's fine. Made for pride. Woo, made for pride. In your treehouse walls. You're in your treehouse wall. You're in my treehouse walls? You're in my walls, bro? Wild, Niall. We can fly to and from YouTube and Twitch. This is true. It would be interesting to see the viewers from, the views from Twitter. I would be interested in seeing that as well. I just wonder, like, what the... Because, like, a lot of people tend to have, like, quite a few viewers, but there's no, like, real chatters. So I am kind of curious, like, it might be, like, is it, like, just, like, because you follow them that counts as a view, or, like, how that works, or if it's just more inclined for lurkers, which is totally fine. If you're a lurker, that's also A-okay. Can't be a nuisance in both chats since I'm at work. Understandable, understandable. Lilla, hello. Instead of insulation, it's just us. Yeah, it's just BBs. BBs fill my walls. I ate Artie's insulation, so I'm staying in your walls for now, Athy. Understandable, Tree, understandable. You know what? I respect it. I respect it. This is my work. I can jump all over the place. Damn! Alright, I see how it is. Everybody be hopping from one spot to the next. Oh! Okay, I have something... Okay, so it's something that I want to talk about. I saw a TikTok on my way back from the adventure, and it kind of... It's very accurate and very fitting for my current mental health and headspace. That is, maybe we can normalize just not liking somebody. Like, and that's okay, you know? Like, because I get this... There's people out there that I'm not a big fan of, right? And I think we should normalize just kind of not vibing with somebody, and that's okay, and you don't have to make them a supervillain, right? Like, that's what the TikTok was about, is like, normalize disliking somebody and then not allowing them to live in your head, right? Because that's, to me, I think that's something I see all the time, is people who, like, hate watch someone, or people who allow, like if somebody's says, like, oh, I was just talking with so-and-so, and your instant response is, ugh. You know what, man? You should avoid that guy. He did this thing one time to me that I couldn't stand. He's blah, blah, blah. Right? Like, or he said or did something that is, like, awful or whatever. Like, what have you, right? To me, I'm like, I kind of can't allow that headspace, or myself to be in that headspace. And it makes me sad seeing how prevalent it is, this idea that, like, oh, I don't like them, so therefore I have to, like, paint them as some kind of supervillain. There are people that I do not like. There are people whose behavior I can't condone. I won't go out of my way to shit on them every 5 seconds. Right? I won't make it my personality to hate someone, right? Or to hate watch something, right? It's, yeah, please don't hate watch. It's how Velma got more seasons. That's exactly it. Don't hate watch things. That's how shows that are bad get other seasons. The block button is also your friend. It's not bad to just push those people out of your space. Exactly. See, Thorn gets it. If I find someone I don't like, I just ignore them and pretend like they don't exist. That's probably the best way to do it. That's the mindset. That's the mindset that hurts yourself in the end. 100%. Like going out of your way to hate on somebody just because you dislike them is obnoxious. And I think we have to really normalize just being like, I don't vibe with that person, and that's okay. You know? Is that Pallas Athena, god of wisdom, warfare, handicraft, guardian of heroes, protector of Athens, badass in the arena, the most handsome in all of Mythos, and the best boy in all of Olympus? Why is that, Chi? Using my full title? We love to see it. Luke, hello. Welcome in, welcome in. But yeah, it's something that was kind of eating away at me recently. Because I was thinking about, like, I was in a headspace where I won't say names. I'm not gonna, because that would, like, defeat the purpose of what we're talking about. I'm not gonna say names, but there is an individual who whose actions I vehemently disagree with. Right? Like, vehemently disagree with. And I noticed that their name came up and I got, like, defensive. Right? I got, like, upset by it. And I was like, okay, so that's not good. That kind of behavior is not good. Coffin Saint, thank you for the sub at tier 1. My goodness, thank you, thank you. Athy is best boy and best maid. Why, thank you, thank you, thank you. An example would be people hating on that Benson Boone song. I have no idea who that is, but sure. I don't know who that is, but sure. Athy is the cutie. Lies! You lie! You lie and you slander. But yeah, I'm just at a point where, like, I noticed that this behavior was happening. And I was like, okay, I have to make sure that I am being a good example for the BBs and for myself and my own mental health. I have to just kind of, like, when the name comes up, just accept that, like, it's that they're, however shitty their opinions are, they're allowed to have them. And they don't have to take up room in my mind palace, you know? So I do not have to hold space for them, right? And so that's something that I wanted to impart to you guys, is just because you dislike somebody doesn't mean that you have to make hating them your entire personality, right? I think that kind of behavior is really weird and cringy and uncool. And, like, there's nothing wrong with being cringe if you're having fun, but when you're being cringe because you're being a douchebag, that's not a good look, babes. That's not a good look, you know? It's true, you're definitely cute. How dare you lie to me? How dare you lie to me, Claire? It was just mental health month, so I get it. Oh, 100%. That's true. Those jiggle physics can't be red site friendly, and it's definitely but it's definitely BB friendly. This is red site friendly. This is fine. This is fine. It's probably not purple site friendly, so that might be a thing. Also, I saw some reactions to a stream I did recently, where I talked about the most recent, or not most recent, but all the BL I've ever watched. And talking about my thoughts on said BL and BL in general. And I made a statement that I think kind of upset some folks, right? That statement being that BL does not have teeth, right? That modern BL has no teeth. And, not that people were upset, but that people were kind of taking me out of context, saying, like, oh, yeah, see, like, he agrees modern BL is bad. And that's where I want to kind of jump in with a little correction, a little note, right? A little note from your boy. I don't think that modern BL is terrible. I do think that it does lack the same bite and drama as older BL. Right? I think that modern BL is kind of, like, a little too sweet. Exactly. Where's my toxic yaoi? That's my thing. Is I'm like, I've seen people say, like, oh, but this like the old interpretation, like the old BL, the older style of BL made you guys look bad. And quite frankly, I disagree, and the reason why I disagree is because it's not real, and I want my shows to be interesting rather than fluffy, right? Fluff is great. Fluff is good. We love fluff, but it's not always the point. Like, the fluff should be in between the drama, and when there's no drama and it's pure fluff, it's hard for me to kind of take that seriously, right? And it's... yeah, I need a little bit of spice in there. Old BL was extreme in a lot of ways that made it difficult for people who aren't fans of tragedy and angst to enjoy it. We had nothing back then, so it was kind of nice. It's true. Basically, the stuff that was made more often gets promoted and pushed is tamer than before. Yes, sorry, I don't have my glasses on, so I'm, like, squinting to read things. Yeah, I think a lot of the stuff that is pushed out recently is much more tame by comparison for the sake of being, like, better representation, I guess. And, look, I say this as a gay man. Right, as a bi-romantic asexual man, right? As a part of the LGBT, may I say, fuck you. May I say, take your fluff and shove it up your tailpipe, and not in a fun way, okay? I don't like I don't like the implication that, like, I actually think it's almost worse. The implication that, I'm not gonna say any names, but I will say that it rhymes with schmart schmopper. I don't like the implication that schmart schmopper implies that, like, where all BL must be fluffy, and the BL that came before is bad, actually. I don't like that implication. I don't like the idea that, like, we're not just treating gay men as being complex, you know? I want the toxic shit the same way I want toxic romance irregardless. Like, regardless of gender. I want everything toxic. Because, and this leads me nicely to another point. I keep seeing mortals say, oh, but they're awful people, as a way to, like, dismiss fiction. Right? I've seen people say, like, yeah, but I saw somebody say recently, like, okay, and we are going, just so you know, I'm on a great Gatsby kick, and I'll explain why a little bit later. But I am on a bit of a Gatsby kick, and I've seen some people say, oh, but Gatsby, I hate Gatsby. They're all bad people. Yeah. That's the point. Right? Like, that is in fact the purpose and the point. I don't quite understand the more like the recent of, like, oh, but they're like bad people, right? Like, the other one I saw, I don't watch this show, but I saw somebody say, like, ugh, I can't stand How I Met Your Mother. They're all such, like, bad people outside of, like, so-and-so, right? Or, like, The Office. Oh, they're all bad people. Yes. 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 Right? Maybe it's just because I read a lot of dark academia, and the whole point of that is look how terrible these people are. But, like, yes. Yes. That is, in fact, the point. Hello, Jacob. It's the point of the show. Yeah, like, that's what I mean. Yeah, it's like, yes, that is, like, exploring flawed characters in fiction is cool. We can explore mess. It's more interesting to me when characters are a mess. You know, like, a mess is fun. Younger people these days aren't getting nuance. Not all, of course, but it's a clear lean. Yeah, it's weird the way that I've seen a lot of, like, a younger demographic. And I will say, I do think, and this is my personal opinion, that the panorama really fucked up the way that people interact with fiction, because it's all we really had during that time. Like, there wasn't a lot of real life interactions, so you're seeing situations now, like with lads, where people are more defensive over fictional men than a real human being, right? Like, I saw the lads community go at Baby No Money, and I was like, okay, this is another thing too. I probably will not be talking about lads very often on this channel, and the reason why is because the lads community has bypassed my hero, is barreling towards Voltron, and is probably pretty quickly going to hit the same wall that the Steven Universe community hit. And what I mean by that is this fandom is getting so bad that it's actively hurting its property. And I say that, and here's the thing. Me saying that, if this were to get picked up by, like, the lads community, if the lads community, for whatever reason, like, jumped into stream, was like, he's a bad man, actually, they would see me saying that and say, yeah, but you're a man. I'm not allowed to have an opinion on lads, according to most lads fans. I'm also kind of icked out by the way that they behave around characters like Raphael. Like, you guys want to talk about problematic, right? You guys want to talk about problematic shit, right? And you guys look at anime. How about we talk about the weird, problematic homophobia of the lads community? How about that? How about we talk about that? The misandry of the lads community. It's fucking weird, dude. It's really, really fucking weird. And it grosses me out and makes me not want to play. Because I do like lads, right? Like, I like lads, but it's becoming harder and harder to disassociate the community from the thing. And I'm just like, it's the big ick. It's a big ick. And for me, it was, the straw was the way they treated Baby No Money. Like, he said, like, should I do a Silas, should I do a Silas cosplay? And oh my god, the fucking revisionist history going on. Because now the lads fandom, all I saw was people saying, yeah, Silas! Oh my god, cosplay Silas! And now it's like, oh my god, he cosplayed Silas when we told him not to do that. No the fuck you did not, you absolute liars. Shut your mouth. Do not fucking lie. Like, yeah, Bibinos, yeah, Bibinos, Bibi no dollar, yeah, he, like, look, I like Baby No Money, like, I do like him, I'm not a ride or die, right, and the dude clearly doesn't give a fuck, right, like, he does not care about this, right, and that's the way it kind of has to be when you're in an online space. You kind of can't care what people think. So he doesn't care. But again, the body shaming, the ridiculing because he wasn't one-to-one a perfect Silas cosplay is also fucking weird. Because that's the other thing I've seen is like, you have to be perfect if you want to cosplay. It has to be perfect, which is not how cosplay formed. That was not the purpose of cosplay. You didn't have to be dead on accurate. That's like a whole other conversation. But yeah, it's just something I've noticed that I'm like, man, that sucks. In the past, I was only a super, hang on, let me move over here. In the past, I was only wait, where is that comment? What? Was that on YouTube or Twitter? Now I'm like looking for this. I can't find it. I don't know who. I was gonna read something. It was an interesting comment. It went away. As a lads community member, I'm so sorry. Y'all have to deal with this for those in bad faith and obviously have not known any kindness at all. Like, yeah, it's one of those situations where like I don't blame the lads community because it's definitely not their fault, right? I feel like I'm seeing so much of people getting turned off by of games by the fandoms, and it's so sad to me. It sucks because people are losing interest, not even because of the game itself, but because other players are being that bad. That's, yeah, like, it's a problem in like modern fandom that I've noticed is like it's difficult for me to co-sign a lot of what I'm seeing, right? Like as a fan of the game, I almost kind of can't recommend it because like that, look, like I like the game, but I'm also a bi-romantic man, right? I am bi. I am a gay man. I am part of the LGBT. And when I see stuff like, oh, yeah, but like I don't go for Raph. He's a little too zesty for me. Let's say Raph was bi. His past sexuality should be none of your fucking concern and not the reason why you like him or not. Like, that is fucking wild, and you ought to be fucking ashamed of yourself. No wonder we're sitting here talking about a fictional man because your ass couldn't get anybody anyway. You know, like, no wonder we're sitting here talking about Raphael, right? Is zesty a slang term for that now? Like, yeah, zesty. the biphobia in the lads community is very fucking legit. Like, I don't see the rivals community going this crazy, so the lads one needs to chill. It's, well, and that's just it, right? Like, rivals is like, hey, our characters could be a little gooner sometimes. We know how much you guys love Venom, you know? But yeah, like, using Zesty as, like, a positive is fine to me. Like, you can say Zesty, it's fine. In the past, I'm a sucker for fluff and yaoi, but now, since I accepted the fact that I'm biromantic ace, I enjoy the doomed yaoi and Yuri more, because it's more real to me. I respect that. I respect it. The biphobia is very strange. The biphobia in the lads community has me very confused. And yeah, I probably won't be talking about, like, the lads fandom or stuff like that. That's more closed territory anyway. But yeah, I wanted to talk about it because I saw it online, and it's basically what I came back to when I came back from fighting a bunch of Gorgons with a bunch of heroes who are bickering the whole time. When that happened, and I came back and I saw that, I was very confused. Right? Like, it's weird the way people care more for fictional characters than real human beings. Because in my mind, I don't care how much you dislike somebody. Body shaming them because you dislike them and dislike some decision they made with a cosplay of a character you might like is bizarre, and you ought to feel bad about yourself. And it's too bad because I do like lads. I am a huge fan of Silas. I adore Silas. That's my guy. That's my main. I love Silas. I'm also a Zane boy. I adore Zane. He is my rock. You know, that is my slice of normalcy, despite the fact that that boy shoots icicles. But, yeah, like, I like lads, right? Xavier, that's my guy. You know, like, Raph, Caleb, those are my boys. I like lads. Even MC, I like MC, you know? But it's to a point where I just feel like I don't want to associate with it. And man, it just bums me the hell out. Like, when I think about it. It just really, really bums me out. That's my good time boy. Yeah, that's my good time boy. I will eternally cry, though, if I have a GF one day and my life becomes a sad Yuri anime. Nothing wrong with a sad Yuri anime, though. It's the same way romance anime fans got mad when somebody said, "I wish it ended in a three-way because they all had so much more chemistry with each other." Oh, I love MC. MC's great. And to the person doubles down or gets depressed. Either the person doubles down or gets depressed. Yeah. I can't sleep. Oh no, Eris. I'm sorry, Eris. We need to normalize, even if you're straight, if you see something the same, in the same gender appearance, you're like, yeah, they're hot. I agree. I agree. Yeah, I just, I don't know. I was just sort of like, man, is this what we're coming back to? This is what we're doing? I need to watch. I think what I need to do is to be fair, this is what I did. If I'm ever like really stressed by situations like this, I go watch a content creator by the name of Old Time Hockey. I don't know how many of you guys know Old Time Hockey. It's not spelt like hockey. It like is normally spelled. It's Hawkey. And he's this dude. He's just, hello, buddy. Right? Like every TikTok starts with, well, hello, buddy. And then, can't sleep, eh? Well, how about, you know, I make this dish for you with a nice cold pop, right? And it's just this dude, his two dogs. They live out in like a kind of a swampy area in Canada, like I'm assuming Canada, somewhere north where it's always snowing. It's like a snowy swamp area, and he just makes cool food, and he's really nice and really great, and I'm a big fan. Old Time Hockey. That's his name. Yeah, that's him there. Old Time Hockey. I am a fan. It's really sad, but I hope you take care of yourself despite the whole yikes situation. Yeah, it's a bummer. Like, it's one of those things where, like, I wish that the community was not that way. Because I do think that it can be, like, I do think that the game can be really good and really fun and interesting, but it's just so kind of weighed down by, it's just so weighed down by the community being kind of shitty, you know? Suki, hello! I wish people were sweet. Well, I just wish people wouldn't behave so poorly, right? Like, oh, I dislike this character, so he's like the amount of times I've seen people call Raph some kind of, like, slur, like, in regards to him, like, questioning his sexuality is so cringe and lame, you know? Dahlia, hello, hi, welcome in. If people were sweet, I would eat them. This is true. If people were sweet, we would have to consume people. That would become a problem. This is true. I think most people need more emotional intelligence. I think so. I think that's a lot of the online community at large. I think one big issue that I see is, like, it's mainly on Twitter, that you are more rewarded online in terms of, like, online brownie points, which is sad to think about, but it's true. You are more rewarded for being a douchebag. Because you can, like, there's actual financial rewards now for posting bait. And I think that is a genuine problem with that platform. And there's a lot of people who will say the most wild shit just to get your attention, you know? It's unfortunate, but it is what it is. People need to ship responsibly, otherwise the community will turn toxic. Looking at you, MHA stands. Damn. I've been cringed my whole life. I can't help it. Understandable. I embrace my cringe, you know? I wear it like a badge, so it can never hurt me. I want to play Love in Deep Space, but I'm bi, so getting to see these hot guys makes me nervous, because goddammit, they are hot. The men in Lads are very, very, very fine. Very fine. Why do we have to interact with the community at all, though? Can't we ignore bad fans like the creators we don't like? No. No, because when I go online and I want to, like, interact and talk about the thing I like, it's not a creator. It's a little different than that, right? Like, if there's a creator that I dislike, I can just mute that creator. If it's the fandom saying that, you're not going to be able to mute every single person. And every time you go online, you're going to see that shit. Right? It's like, you can choose to sit in a cave with a box of scraps, like Tony Stark. But otherwise, you are going to bump into somebody. Like, I agree with, like, you don't have to interact with the community, but if you do, you deserve to be comfortable and respected. Not only that, be honest with yourself. If you like something, you want to talk to other people about it. You just do. Like, let's not pretend like the internet doesn't exist, right? Like, this isn't the 1970s. Like, the internet exists. You're going to want to talk to other people about the things you like, you know? Ladsmen are chef's kiss. They are fantastic. We do stand. We do stand the lads boys themselves. Alright? Lads should let us choose from male or female at the start of no. Hard no. Hard no on that. Lads should not let you choose male or female. Lads is a game for predominantly aimed at women, if not that is the main focus. women get so few games in this space. They deserve to have a game that is specifically for them. I don't want, like, boys to come in and be like, well, how come they get this? We get a bunch of other fucking shit, dude. There is no need for that, right? Like, that is for the girlies, and the girlies can have it. I have absolutely no problems with them keeping MC as a woman. Like, I have no issue with that at all. They're a bit too young for my taste, but very handsome, not gonna lie. Young, one of them's a fucking doctor. How old are they? One of them's a doctor, the other one's like an intergalactic space pirate. Well, he's not a pirate, but he's a pilot. The world is so big, but the internet makes the community stitch too close for comfort all the time. That's very valid. I almost never engage with fandoms for things I like, except the BBs, of course. I think they're all in like their 20s. Oh, okay, well, that's fine. I thought they were like in their 30s. What would lads and free fusion and Athy mental overlord? If they somehow found a way to put the lads boys and the free boys together, I think my brain would explode. Girlies can have it, guys can still play their games too. They just get to play as girl MC fantasy or don't self-insert. That's just it. To me, it's like, no, like I don't really self-insert. My MC is a like girl version of myself, which is hilarious because the mortals already think that I'm a lady. So that's just the character that I have. You know, like, it's just a blonde version of MC. She's cute. I like my MC, right? But I have no interest in playing the game with a, like, to me, it defeats the purpose of lads. Like, MC is supposed to be, like, strong, independent woman, don't need no man, but will have a man if she so chooses. MC is badass, and I don't want MC to be a boy. Given who makes lads... Oh, I lost it. Shit. Oh, well. Not just a lady, but a pretty lady. That's true. Not just a lady, but a pretty lady. Am I a pretty girl? I do prefer 30s or even 40s. More like DILF age. That's valid. That's valid, Cloudy. I respect that. I'm worried that K-pop demon hunters will have the same mentality once the movie comes out. I can feel it in my bones. I don't think so. I think it's gonna have the same audience as Spider-Verse, quite frankly. Spider-Verse with like the general K-pop fans, but like I don't even think general K-pop fans are gonna be super into K-pop demon hunters. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm too strong and independent, but would also like a man to hold me tenderly. 100%, yeah. Strong, independent man, but would also like the warmth of another, you know? Do you feel bonita? I feel bonita. Why, yes, I feel bonita. Okay. It's our first break time. It's our first break time. Let's have ourselves a break. I'm gonna go make myself a cup of tea. I'm gonna try to stream for 3 hours today, so we're gonna take like a break every hour. So I'm gonna go get myself a cup of tea. You guys get yourselves a cup of tea or a lovely snack, something to snack on. And yeah, we will be back very shortly. It's break time! And we're back. Hello. Hello, hello. I have a fajita. It's good. Fuck. Shit. My fajita unraveled. I can't believe this. Unreal. And I got a chai. I got a cup of chai too. Thank you. Feta, thank you. Like the apron, huh? Yeah? Yeah, it's pretty nice. I'm a fan. I just made my fajita just before I came back. I was like, shit, there's fajitas? Hang on. Was good beyond some people's vibe. Yeah, no, the trip was good. Oh, cool. I'm definitely a snack. Why, thank you. What's on the menu? I got a chicken fajita with some beans and some mozz. A little bit of mozzarella. Welcome back, Heather. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. How dare it unravel? Unraveling, unraveling, what raffle the world? I can't do that scream. That's something I'd love to learn how to do. Unravel the world. I can't do it. I bet you Aya could. Aya could probably do the scream. Haka could definitely do the scream. And these cucumbers, here they go up your butt. The Twitch people are gonna be like, what? What did he just say? Where do the cucumbers go? They go up your butt. And these cucumbers, yeah, they go up your butt. And these cucumbers, use them while you read smut. And these cucumbers. And these cucumbers, yeah, they go up your butt. And these cucumbers, use them while you read smut. Hell yeah. It's the best jingle of them all. Nom, 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 nom. I'm also reminded by the tangents. 910 pickles. That was a lot of pickles. That's a lot of pickles. It's still a banger. It's the best song that's ever been made. And these cucumbers, yeah, they go up your butt. And these cucumbers, use them while you read smut. At these cucumbers, found at a local grocer near you. Oh, and how could we forget the onion song? At these onions, yeah, they go up your butt. Just every food you can, every crop you can get in Mineral Town, it goes up your butt. And these cucumbers, yeah, they go up your butt. And these cucumbers, use them while you read smut. Wild, Dio. Wild, Dio. The pride anthem we need. Hell yeah. Let's go. Don't forget to eat your vegetables. I will say, if you're gonna eat it, make sure you eat it before you have the thought to just. If you're gonna eat a vegetable, don't stick it up your butt first. At least wash it, but please don't stick it up your butt. Please don't stick it up your butt first and then eat it. Did you guys ever hear the story? And this might be TMI. There's this story. I think it was on Tumblr, but I could be wrong. So there was this screening of the Wicked movie. Please don't get cholera, guys. please. Let's please use our brains. Anyway. If we like, the ER would be upset if all the BBs just arrived at the ER all at the same time with cucumbers stuck up their butt. That would not be good. Anyway, there was this screening of the Wicked movie, and people heard, like, anytime I forget his name. What's the name of the gentleman? in that movie. Fierro's actor. I can't remember his name. When Fierro shows up on screen, like when the actor shows up, all they heard was like moaning, like loud moaning, and they assumed it was like a joke, right? Because obviously, right? Like people are really into the guy, so they're gonna make the joke. Is what it is. However, then the movie ended, and they walked up the aisle to where those people were sitting, and there was like popcorn everywhere, and there were 2 cucumbers laying on the ground, and the person who took the photo was like, So I was like, oh god. Oh god, oh no. Danger, Will Robinson, danger. Yeah, so that's a terrifying moment. In the theater, that's what I'm saying. In the theater? Have you no shame? The ER would be the perfect place for a BB meetup, though. It would be. Let's meet up at the ER, guys. For the record, don't get injured just to go to a meetup. Please don't do that. Sometimes I'm glad I don't work for the theaters. Oh my god. Aren't you glad you don't work for the theaters after, like, the Minecraft movie shenanigans? They had to wheel Jack Black out just to be like, hey, can you guys not be dicks? That'd be awesome. That poor man. Poor Jack Black. Lava, chicken. Steve lava chicken, yes, tasty as hell. Ooh, mamacita, now you ringing the bell. Crispy and tasty, yes, time for a snack. Ooh, it's super spicy, it's a lava attack. Sorry. I did see somebody actually let loose a chicken. Apparently they were like some sports person from Utah. I'm like, well, I guess they're just really bored in Utah. Act surprised. Okay, I am done with my fajita. I apologize for eating on stream. I'm sure some of you found that horrible. Wait, what happened to Jack Black? Oh, nothing. It's just, he, so when the Minecraft movie was really popular, they had to bring Jack Black out to a screening just to tell people, like, hey, don't be bad people. Which is like, damn, that's crazy. Dwarf Gator, how you doing? I'm doing good, thank you for asking. Hope you're doing good as well. That had a music number for Angel of Death in the ER. Wait, really? That's crazy. Please don't feed yourself. Eat your food, Athy. It's all right. Okay, good. Okay, good. I shall. Then I am happy that I ate. I'm good. Drawing some more kaiju. Hell yeah, let's go. Eating is fine. Nice. Do you know what is not fine? Do you know what is not fine? I saw again, you could tell how often I was on TikTok during this trip. I saw a different version of a TikTok I've already seen where there I was, just being a silly Billy, like usual. But it's Riku from Kingdom Hearts. So Riku's like, there I was, being a silly Billy, like usual. When all of a sudden, does anyone want to get evil and freaky? Evil freaky Billy appeared. Who wants to get evil and freaky? Gets the hell out of here, evil freaky Billy. Right? And it's the scene, it's again the same thing. It's the scene from Chain of Memories where Ansem shows up. And Riku and Mickey have to be like, you get the hell out of here! So now when I see Ansem, all I'm gonna think of is, does anybody want to get evil and freaky? That boy do be evil and freaky. He took over Riku's body. Riku is a boy. Handsome as a man. You know, like, can't be doing that. That's just... Why would you want, like, why would you not want a body that is similar to your body? Why did he even need Riku's body in the first place? Weird. I don't get it. I don't understand and I don't want to. Eat and be eaten. Cloudy, thank you for the super. Thank you, thank you. Handsome is Freaky Dio. He truly is Freaky Dio. I shall eat Cloudy. I shall. Yeah. And so he's a freak. Have you ever seen the... I'm gonna be on a Kingdom Hearts kick here, and I apologize. Have you guys ever seen the clip of Riku's voice actor being like, Riku's just a sexy guy. That's just it and how it is. He's just a sexy guy. And I'm like, okay, you're not wrong, but I can't believe you said that about a Disney character in an interview. Riku's just a sexy guy. He's just a sexy guy. And I'm like, damn! Athy is salty that Kingdom Hearts is canceled. You listen here, Rebel, okay? You listen here. It wasn't canceled. One of the games was canceled. So yeah, but I'm also very positive that, like, we will see Missing Link again, right? So for those who don't know, there were 2 Kingdom Hearts games on the horizon, right? There was Kingdom Hearts 4, Kingdom Hearts 4, right? And then there was Missing Link. And Missing Link was, oddly enough, first of all, called Missing Link. It was going to be about the missing gap of time in the timeline. So in Kingdom Hearts, there is this gap in the timeline where we don't really know what happened. Missing Link was going to fill in this gap in time and explain some stuff about what's coming up next, but also explain what happened and why that point in history was erased, right? And then they canceled it. And then they were like, actually, though, it really is going to be missing, though. Actually, we are gonna make that shit go missing. Wild Dio. Wild Dio. I cannot believe they did that shit. I was like, Square, you bitch. Square, you bitch. I can't believe you did this. I can't believe you've done this. Now, in fairness, this would have been a tricky game to get out the door. The reason for this is that, so while Kingdom Hearts 4 was going to be a regular Kingdom Hearts game, it was going to release on console and all that, right? It was going to be normal. It was going to be like a regular Kingdom Hearts game. Kingdom Hearts Missing Link was a mobile game. And not just any kind of mobile game, it was a GPS mobile game, like Pokemon Go. So you would have to actually walk around and fight Heartless on your phone to advance the plot. Because as it turns out, our world and the Kingdom Hearts world are like jutted up against each other, but in different realities. So like the characters can sort of walk in between realities, but like they can only see the shadows of our reality. So it like looks like their reality, but mixed with our reality. It was weird. It was really, really weird. People under cars again, probably. Normal as Nomura can make it, which is to say not normal at all. But yeah, it was gonna be weird. I was still here for it. I still wanted it. But now it is canceled, and I have to believe that everything about that game is likely going to be thrown onto, like, the Switch. Like, I think they're gonna turn it into, like, a side game, because there's too much information that was going to be important in Kingdom Hearts 4. Uh-huh. Is that why the Kingdom Hearts clips I've seen look like they're in our world? Kind of. another Pokemon Go situation, though. Well, here's the thing about Pokemon Go. It hasn't stopped. People still play. Like, that's the craziest part, is people still play Pokemon Go. So weaseling into Pokemon's territory was bold. I'll say that. I don't know. I also just think, like, what a weird decision to be like, yeah, it's gonna be canon and talk about the missing link in time in the Kingdom Hearts timeline. When I'm like, why not just make Pokemon Go, but it's Dream Eaters? I liked the Dream Eaters. So, I don't know. They already have, like, their own version of Pokemon in Kingdom Hearts called Dream Eaters. So I'm like, why not just make them Dream Eaters or Heartless or something? I don't know. Weird to me. Old people keep Pokemon Go alive. Damn. I missed a lot just trying to make tea. Oh, damn. I'm sorry, Orion. Yeah, we got on a tangent. I mean, people walking into places they shouldn't just to play the game. Oh, Echo. It was all the time. All the time with like, just people stumbling into places they're not supposed to be. Pokemon Go turned out to be too exhausting for my hands, sadly. I got kind of tired of Pokemon Go kind of quickly. The Dream Eaters are very cute, but knowing their lore made me very sad. I was shocked when they revealed what the Dream Eaters actually were. Okay, big fuck off spoilers for Kingdom Hearts. In 3, 2, 1. The Dream Eaters are the fallen Kingdom Hearts, or the Dream Eaters are the fallen souls of Keyblade warriors from the Keyblade War. Fuck. That is so sad. That is so heartbreaking. Oh my god. What else do you expect from Nomura? Everything is canon. The delays are probably canon. Everything makes sense. Everything follows a pattern with Nomura, you know? Like 60 to 70. Like, I have a lot of customers that age range who fight over my cafe's gym. Get out. That's awesome. That is sad as hell. It's super sad. That's not horrifying at all. Yeah, so imagine you die and then you come back as like a weird Technicolor bat. That's pretty crazy. I will never recover from the lore lore reveal. Give me back my tears. The craziest twist that they reveal in Unchained Key, and I'm about to spoil, is the implication that the player character, us, you, your character, was the one who took care of Xehanort as a child. Your character. That shit, that blew my mind when they revealed that. Where it's like, yeah, like, you're the one who took care of Xehanort while he was on Destiny Island. Like, that was wild. Yeah, Kingdom Hearts goes hard. Kingdom Hearts, when it wants to, Kingdom Hearts goes crazy. Yeah, that is... It's still a theory, but it's very blatantly, like, they show you... What they show you is, like, you really just have to kind of put this and this together and you figure it out. But because it's a player character, they don't want to necessarily say a name, because then it makes, like, the player character's name becomes canon, and they want that to be you. So you will never hear Xehanort say anything about you, but the implication is that we raised that boy. That's crazy. Thinking about lore alone hurts my head, I must forget. It's crazy. It's crazy. The subtext is more like blatant text, kind of like Skate. Yeah, it is technically a theory. A game theory, but it is very, like, evident that is kind of what they're going for. The other thing, okay, this was in front of my face for years. For years. I had no idea about this, right? Not a clue. Not a damn clue. Power, thank you for joining the BBs. I had no idea about this. Did you know that... Did you know that in Kingdom Hearts, right? So we know this about Kingdom Hearts 1. I'm assuming this is not a spoiler for Kingdom Hearts 1, but Riku was the actual intended wielder of the Keyblade in the first game, right? The one who gets the Kingdom Key was meant to be Riku, right? And it's like revealed later on in the game that Riku was the one who was meant to be the Keyblade wielder, not Sora. It was supposed to be Riku, right? And I saw somebody point out, like, did you know that it was actually super foreshadowed, like, very blatantly at the beginning when Riku holds out his hand to Sora and Sora summons the Keyblade for the first time. It's supposed to be Riku's because the Kingdom Key is literally Riku's colors. I will repeat. The Kingdom Key! I did not know this. I feel like some of you probably know this. The Kingdom Key is Riku's colors. Like, think about the Kingdom Key, right? So, the Kingdom Key is silver, yellow, and blue, right? With, like, a black hilt. That's Riku's colors. Like, the yellow outline of the key, like, where, like, the hilt is, Riku wears all yellow. The blue strap along the Kingdom Key, Riku wears blue pants. It's literally Riku's colors. They were always supposed to be, that was always supposed to be Riku's Keyblade. But now it's Sora's, and it makes me ship it, like, so much harder. So Riku is life, because Sora continues to use Riku's Keyblade, because that's what gives him power. Riku is his power. Fuck you! Fuck you! It's beautiful writing. It's beautiful. Anyway. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. I love it. I love it, and it's beautiful. I will say, Riku's Keyblade in Kingdom Hearts 2. What is it called? Hang on, because Riku gets like a sword. Riku Keyblade. I forget what it's called. Like the Way to Dawn or something like that. Yeah, the Way to Dawn. Is this the Keyblade or is this the sword though? Oh no, okay, it is his Keyblade. Okay, so yeah, so Riku gets like a sword at one point. Hang on, let me pull it up. Riku gets a sword called Soul Eater. I realized what I said after I said it. Riku gets a sword called Soul Eater. Don't scary. Da 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 da. Black paper moon. Sorry, okay. Anyway, he gets a sword called Soul Eater. He must be a big fan. And that sword eventually becomes a Keyblade called the Way to Dawn, right? Riku, being the silly bitch that he is, we love Riku, but he do be a silly bitch. Hang on, let me pull up. Where is my boy's Keyblades? So he gets, again, Soul Eater. Cool as fuck, right? So goddamn cool. Then he gets Way to Dawn, which is just a Keyblade version of Soul Eater. So goddamn cool. And then he gets Braveheart. Show me your brave heart. You wish it was as cool as Digimon. No, Braveheart is just a big fucking car key. Braveheart looks awful. I hate it. It's one of my least favorite Keyblade designs ever, and they gave it to my favorite character. It's so bad. It's just a big fucking car key, and I hate it. I hate it. Ugh, it's so ugly. It's just a car key. It just looks like somebody's car fob. It's so ugly. It's so ugly. Especially because, like, the Road to Dawn or Way to Dawn or whatever it's called, the Keyblade version of Soul Eater is so cool. It looks so cool, and it's so fitting because Riku, like, is a master of, like, the darkness, but also the light. He rides the road to dawn, right? Like, will you walk in the shadows of night, or will you walk in the light of the day? Neither. I'm walking the road to dawn. Like, he's so cool. Like, he's so cool. Riku will always be the coolest. He's so cool. And they ruined it. They made him a goofy goober in 3, and it kills me. Sora, you don't believe that. Right? Like, he is cool as shit in Kingdom Hearts 3. And I'm sorry, I've seen some people say, like, Sora is the strongest because blah, blah, blah. No, Riku, still, to this day, stomps Sora. I love Sora, that's my boy. Sora is not the strongest Keyblade wielder in Kingdom Hearts. Realistically, I don't even think he's, like, top 5. Like, and I love Sora, but I don't even think that boy's top 5. If I'm being totally honest, right? Look at his, look who his boyfriend is. It rubs off at some point. I mean, that's fair. It's true. My inner Chuny self still geeks out over Riku because he's so cool. He's so cool. Like, and I don't know. Sounds like an edgelord to me. Look, he's cool as shit, okay? Riku is that boy. He's the man. And it makes me sad. It makes me sad that they gave him such a lame-ass Keyblade in the other games. I just don't understand. I don't understand. I do not understand. Oh, speaking of Keyblades, I didn't know this. So, sorry about all the Kingdom Hearts right now. I guess I'm just in the Kingdom Hearts mood. And I'm also crossing stuff off my list. I guess I didn't, like, connect this. But when Sora first unlocks, like, his drive forms in Kingdom Hearts 2, and he gets 2 Keyblades, right? When he's, like, dual-wielding Keyblades, he has the Kingdom Key in one hand, but in the other hand, he has Star Seeker, right? And I remember playing that game for the first time being like, Star Seeker's cool as shit, right? Like, Star Seeker's super, super cool. So, yeah, he gets the Kingdom Key, but he also gets Star Key. Or Star Seeker, sorry. When he gets Star Seeker, something that I never connected is that Star Seeker is gifted to him by Yen Sid, who, if you spell his name backwards, it spells Disney. Which is... That makes him very strong. But yeah, Yen Sid gives Sora Star Seeker, right? The reason why he gives him Star Seeker is because Star Seeker is not meant to be your main Keyblade. Star Seeker is meant to be a temporary Keyblade given to Keyblade wielder trainees, and it's why we see Mickey using it during Birth by Sleep, because that's when Mickey was being taught how to be a Keyblade wielder, and that's the exact same Keyblade that we see Sora using later. It is supposed to be a training weapon because Sora is not a Keyblade master. So Yen Sid gives him Star Seeker, which, when I found out Star Seeker was a newbie's weapon, it broke my heart, because Star Seeker's so fucking cool. But I was like, damn, that's crazy, though. But that's why we see Mickey using it later, because he's, like, completing his training around that time. Yuri, hello! Hi. If Riku's so cool, then why wasn't he in Smash, then? Because Sora's our special little guy, obviously. Because he's our special guy. How's it hanging, gamer? Oh, we're doing pretty good. Just hanging out. Vibing. Chit-chatting away. You know how it be. But yeah. But yeah, that's my Kingdom Hearts rant. That's my Kingdom Hearts rant. Because Sora is literally my son and he deserves to kick butt and smash. I agree with Cloudcat. Because Sora is our boy. He's our special little guy, and that's why. Oh! I'm throwing shit around. Speaking of Smash Brothers, can we have a conversation about Smash Brothers? Do we think at the Summer Games Fest, Nintendo's gonna be there? They gotta make a big announcement. They got a new console coming out. Is it time? Are we getting a new Smash Bros? Or is it too early? Me personally, I feel like it's kinda early. But the hype train's already rolling out. Like, everybody's already getting all hyped for Smash now. Right? And I'm like, Thinking at midnight, you're expecting so much. It's true. Nope, Sakurai's got Air Ride. Here's my hottest take. This is my, you guys know, I am always right. Athena is, of course, the god of wisdom, and this is my wisdom. Sakurai will not be the director of the next Smash game. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, I truly, genuinely, with my entire kingdom of hearts, believe that Sakurai is not going to be the next director of Smash. I think he'll be an executive producer. I feel like give it a year and Smash, and the Switch 2 will settle in, then we get a new Smash Bros. That's my guess. Would he even allow that? I don't think he really gets much of a say. I think what's going to happen is he's going to be the executive producer of the next Smash game. I don't think he's going to be the director, right? So, like, I think what's going to happen is you're going to see him start to step backwards. I would be fine if Sakurai doesn't come back as director because he deserves to chill out after making games not connected to Smash, like, at all. I think what Sakurai needs is to take a step back and make some games that he's, like, really passionate about. Bro, he wanted Brawl to be the last one. Sakurai does not, like, Sakurai has for a long time, like, and you can tell that he wanted Brawl to be the last one. If you played Smash for the Wii U and 3DS, he definitely wanted Brawl to be the last one. Because, like, the boss fight at the end of that, and keep in mind, the boss fight is usually, like, supposed to represent, like, the creators in some capacity. At the end of, when you fight the boss, when you've beaten him, he, like, crumples to the ground, and you just start punching him as he just takes it. Like, he just allows, the boss just allows you to beat him up until you've taken the last of his HP away, and he dies. Right? Like, that is Sakurai telling you, I don't want to do this anymore. And then they're like, but what if we made it ultimate, though? But what if we made it ultimate? Right? And to be fair, Smash Bros. Ultimate is pretty freaking great, right? And it felt like Sakurai was having fun, but it is ultimate, right? It is the ultimate Smash Bros. Under Sakurai, so it makes sense to call it Smash Bros. Ultimate, right? The whole point was everybody's coming back. This is the Smash game with all the characters in it. Like, this is the ultimate Smash Bros. Game under Sakurai. I think what's going to happen is that Sakurai and Nintendo will pick a successor, and Sakurai will be there. Basically, the successor will be, like, working with the team and being like, what if we make this, right? Like, what if we include this character? And Sakurai will be like, that's a good idea, or that's a bad idea, or that's a good idea, but you should try this instead, right? Like, he's going to be that kind of, like, that's cool. You should maybe try this, though. Right? Like, he's going to be throwing his ideas in there, but it will no longer be, like, his call, right? Sakurai is going to be more kind of hands-off, because he wants to do shit like Kirby's Air Ride, and I have zero interest in Kirby's Air Ride, but good for him. You know, like, I'm glad that he's playing, or making games that he really wants to make now. You know, good for him. Smash Bros is the only way I would dare get smashed with my androphobia. You know what? I too would only want to be smashed in Smash Bros. Fun fact, Riku was supposed to be in Smash 2, but Sora threw his invitation into the Black Cauldron because he's a petty boy. I believe that, too. He gets to do his passion project. Exactly. To be fair, it's called Smash Bros. Special in Japan, so the ultimate part was probably just isn't felt as much over in Japan. But even special, like Smash Bros. Special, you know, like it's this one. Like this one's the special one, you know, like this is where he leaves, you know, this is where Sakurai bows out, right? I only played the first Smash. Listen, the first Smash Bros. Is still iconic, and I adore it. It's my third favorite Smash game. And do you want my controversial hot take? Do you want my hot take on the order of Smash Bros. Games? Number 1, Smash Ultimate. Smash Ultimate is the best Smash Bros. Game. Followed by Smash Brothers Brawl. Followed by Smash Brothers on the N64. Followed... This is gonna piss a lot of people off. Followed by Smash Bros. On the 3DS. Capped off with Smash Bros. Melee. That's right, bitch. Melee goes at the very bottom. That's my GOAT Brawl number 2. Listen, I know that the FGC is like the only good Smash Bros. Is Melee. No, Melee is boring. Melee's fine, but it's not the best one. Oh, 3DS Smash was so good. 3DS Smash was so much fun. I don't care what anyone says. Like, oh, I didn't like it. Oh, I'm sorry. I liked it because I have friends that I played the game with. My bad. I went outside and played Smash Bros. On my 3DS and got coins for walking around with my 3DS and using Street Pass. My bad for having friends. My bad. You're so right. Yeah, if you, like, I guess you can replace Melee with the 3DS one and swap their places if you don't have friends. But for me, yeah, Melee goes at the bottom. Smash Run was fun on the 3DS. Well, it was fun. I enjoyed Smash Run. I only have Smash Bros. Ultimate. It's the only one you need. It's got everybody in it. It's got literally everybody. Everyone is here. Smash on the 3DS was fun. Smash Run was kind of, which kind of filled my Kirby Air Ride heart. I do think, like a lot of, okay, I did see a video, and I am curious if, like, this is actually what they're gonna do, is that the new, like, thing for Smash Bros, like, for the next Smash Bros game, because to me, I think it needs brand new art, a unified look. I would love to see a Smash Bros in the style of Mario Strikers, where all the characters look like striker characters. I think that looks awesome. Like, that looks awesome. It would be super cool. I would love that if that was the art style. It needs a unified art style. It needs a actual story. We need the return of the Subspace Emissary. And the other thing that I've seen a lot of people pitch is that it needs a new game mode. And the one that I saw everybody say, and I heavily disagree with, I don't think this is a good idea, like, it could be cool, but I don't know, is the idea of a battle royale for Smash. So the idea is, like, and I didn't come up with this, I saw this in a video. The idea would be that you run around a very large map, right? Like a very big stage. And as you're running around, you're collecting little upgrades, right? Like faster speed, stronger side smashes, like stronger up smash, stuff like that, right? And so as you're collecting, like, you're trying to collect these while also trying to run into other players. When you run into another player, you have to immediately fight. Like, it automatically, like, locks the screen in place. So as you're fighting, you're basically trying to knock the other person out of the screen. But you're doing it like the KOF stage, where you have to hit your opponent hard enough through the screen to eliminate them, right? It's not a bad idea, but I don't love it. You know, me personally, I think the new game mode would just have to be a story mode. I just think a story mode would be cool. That's what I'm here for. Kind of like Smash Run, but with multiple players. Like with Smash Run, but players get eliminated over time. I remember hearing the reason why they didn't have a big story mode in Smash, Wii U, and 3DS is because they didn't want the cutscenes spoiled online or something. It's a weird rumor I heard about. I do believe that is actually true. Like, I believe that is actually what happened and why they didn't do it. I don't like it either, Abby. Yeah, I was like, I don't hate it. I think that there's something there, but I don't love it, you know? I think that would be better. I could see like an RPG. Yeah, for sure. I could see it too. Nintendo has always been weird about stuff like that. They have always been a little bit odd, you know? Not to say that they're like the worst, but like they've always been kind of strange about certain like anything with YouTube, they've always been a little odd with. Brawl had the best story. Brawl's story is the best story. Like, no doubt in my mind. However, we are now going to move on to the next topic, and I'm going to write down... I'm going to write now. You guys know I like to keep track of topics. Smash Bros goes in the okay section. Yeah, next topic. So did you guys know that Nick, Gatsby, and Daisy are the best kind of love triangle of them all? If you don't know what I'm talking about, Gatsby loves Daisy. Daisy loves herself, and Nick clearly loves Gatsby, right? Like, and the pining in Gatsby breaks my heart. I am like, and you cannot tell me that I'm wrong. That is the correct opinion. Gatsby, I think Gatsby's kind of into Nick. Like, I think Gatsby's a little into Nick. But Nick is definitely into Gatsby. Like, Nick is 100% into Gatsby. And Daisy is like the god of shipping. I do be the god of shipping, though. But yeah, you cannot tell me that, that Nick, my boy, that he's not into, how you doing, old sport? How you doing, Nick? Mr. Caraway. You know, like, you can't tell me that he is not into Gatsby, and that Gatsby's not a little into Nick. However, he's not allowed to be happy. Gatsby has a mission. He's got a mission, and his mission is he has to get back to Daisy. He's still following that green light on the horizon, right? He's still following that light. Even as it begins to fade from view, that's still the thing that he needs, right? That's still the thing in his heart, right? And so he can't let Daisy go. And Nick, you know, Nick's got a whole host of his own problems. And I believe Daisy's Nick's cousin, I think. I think Daisy's Nick's cousin. But yeah, that trio, like the scene of them like all hanging out together, and it's like, would you still love me when I'm no longer young and beautiful? Like, oh, right in the heart, right in the kokoro. God damn, like it makes me sad. Has Athy talked about Tron yet? No, we haven't talked about Tron yet. We will eventually talk about Tron. But yeah, Gatsby makes me like really sad. Cousins. Are they not cousins? I thought they were cousins. Hang on, let me look this up. Daisy and Nick relationship. I thought they were cousins. Yeah, they're second cousins once removed. Lana Del Rey songs in that movie awoke something in me. Look, like, Lana Del Rey in, like, that whole film is so good, by the way. They're complicated cousins. They are complicated cousins, because if you look up, like, Nick and Daisy relationship, and you get, like, that Google, like AI overview thing, it goes, Daisy Buchanan, I forget how to pronounce her name. Buchanan, you fucking idiot. Buchanan? What the hell did I just say? It's Buchanan, you fucking idiot. God of wisdom. Anyway, Daisy Buchanan and Nick Carraway are second cousins once removed. Their relationship is initially friendly and casual, with Daisy seemingly flirting with Nick at times despite being married. Nick, however, observes the superficiality and shallowness of the Buchanan lifestyle, which leads to him becoming increasingly disgusted with their behavior. God of linguistics. Does the AI overview link the song Sweet Home Alabama? An excellent question. It is, yeah, it is... Like, that, and that is something that you notice throughout the film, is, like, this like, slow realization from Nick, played by the wonderful Tobey Maguire. Because, by the way, I'm not one of those, hang on, let me put a pin in it, Athy, come back to it. You must remember it was the 20s, that's true, it was the 20s, this was a different time, but, one of the things that you see, like, with Nick as the book goes on is he slowly starts to really resent Daisy. And he kind of just resents the whole lifestyle that they live. He never really liked a lot of the, like, what would you call it? Like, the flaunting of wealth, right, that the Buchanans did. He never really liked it. Which is funny because he ends up obviously falling in love with Gatsby, right? But why does Gatsby get a pass? Because Nick sees the real Gatsby. He is obviously dazzled by the decadence of Gatsby because anybody would be, right? Like, anybody would be kind of dazzled by the sheer level of decadence that Gatsby portrays, right? But Nick starts to really, like, fall head over heels for this man as he begins to learn the real story of Gatsby, you know? The gilded life vibes were not his thing. No, they were not Nick's thing. Nick is also well-traveled. You gotta keep that in mind, too. Nick is, like, well-traveled, and at this time in the 20s, he's almost, like, it's almost seen as he's the snob for having been well-traveled. Like, they see him as almost, like, snobbish. Which is, like, weird, because, like, how dare he travel? But again, it was a different time. It was a different time. But, yeah, so that is a thing. But, where was I going with that? Oh, yeah, it's, like, I like that, like, he still falls for Gatsby, even though, like, Daisy's behavior disgusts him. Now, I will say, kind of tying back to, like, oh, but they're all awful people. Like, that idea of, oh, but they're all awful people, right? Remember earlier we talked about the way that some younger fans in fandom are like, oh, but they're awful people, why would you watch that? I saw somebody say, they're all bad. Like, Gatsby's bad, Daisy's bad, Nick is bad, everyone in the story is bad. That's the point! Like, yes, you are correct, they are all bad. That is, in fact, the purpose of the story. Are you fucking dumb? Like, yes, you did not make some excellent... Like, you didn't, like, hit the nail right on the head. We know Gatsby gets his money through not the greatest of means. We know Nick is a snob and doesn't like anybody else. We know Daisy is a superficial bitch. Like, we know all of this shit. Right? Even the guy who kills Gatsby is a dick. Like, everyone in the story is an asshole. Like, I can't stress that shit enough. That is not some profound wisdom, right? Like, everybody's like, yeah, but they're all assholes. I don't get why everybody likes it. Because they're interesting. They're not real. They are not real people. They can be as bad as they want to be. It is fiction, not reality. Stop it. That shit pisses me off when people can't separate fiction from reality. Fiction can inform reality. There's some things that people like in fiction that grosses me out, and I probably wouldn't associate with them. But Gatsby's not a real person, and I don't have to like him in real life. He is a character that I observe through a book or a TV screen. You know what I mean? Sometimes the most interesting characters are the most morally messed up or very flawed. Exactly. Gatsby does stuff in pursuit of Daisy that is foul, right? But that's what makes him interesting. At the end of the day, that's the thing that makes Gatsby interesting. And I can't wrap my head around the way that some people behave around the guy. It just blows my mind. It just boggles my mind palace. I don't understand. Unless the author condones the actions, let villains be evil. 100%. Also, the other thing I'm going to say, and this is another possibly hot take, the movie is great and you should watch it. I remember so many people trying to tell me, like, oh, the film Gatsby does not touch the book. Yes, it does. Yes, it does, and stop lying to yourself. Yes, it does. The movie is so good. Stop it. Stop it. The movie is great. If somebody asked me, like, should I read the book or should I watch the movie? I would read the book, but maybe you don't want to read the book. You can watch the movie. The movie's really good. The movie has fucking Tobey Maguire in arguably one of the greatest casting decisions of all time. Like, Tobey as Nick Carraway is perfect casting. That's perfect casting. What's her name as Daisy? I can't think. What is her name? Daisy. I forget her actress's name. She was in Doctor Who that one time. Hang on. I have to look up the actress's name. Film. He was played by Carey Mulligan. Lovely actress. Fantastic. She does such a good job as Daisy. Fantastic. Loved it. Great. Fantastic. 10 out of 10. No notes. Leo as Gatsby. Perfect. Perfect casting. Genius. Well done. He's basically Gatsby in real life. I remember people complaining about the soundtrack. To them, I say shush. The soundtrack is great. I will hear no arguments. The only thing that would have made that movie better is if the soundtrack was by the guys who do Postmodern Jukebox. That's the only way it would have been even better. Is if it was Postmodern Jukebox, it would have been even better. But as it stands, the soundtrack is great. I will fight anyone who says otherwise. People really need to separate reality from fiction. It's not healthy, and they're going to get themselves in a lot of shit one day because of it. I agree. It's starting to get me to the point where people say, why do you enjoy Death Note? The MC is evil. That's because the protagonist does not equal the good guy. Light is the villain, and it's always been that way. 100%. Tengu! Well, I gotta go. See ya, Athy and BBs. Take care of yourselves. Oh, bye, Tengu. Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate you. Anyway, I hope you have a lovely day, Tengu. Before I hop on my second break, though, I do want to say that the only thing that is possibly better, or the only thing better that, not even possibly, this is just the truth, the only thing better than The Great Gatsby is, of course, Tron. There you go, I said the thing. He said the thing! He talked about Tron! He said Tron! Oh my god, he said Tron! Okay, anyway. Time for our second break. It's time for you guys to go get a snack. Get yourselves a snack. Get yourself something nice to snack on for a little while. And no, I cannot be your snack. Get yourselves a snack, and we will be back in a couple minutes there for the rest of the stream. Let's go! Snack time! Snack time! I'm back. Hello. I am back. I have wonderful news. A lovely member of the BBs I didn't get a snack because a lovely member of the BBs got me a DoorDash gift card. So thank you. I'm going to use this right now. I'm gonna get myself some snackies. I can't believe this. I can't believe you guys would be so kind to me. So yeah, I'm gonna use this right now. Oh, what to get though? I don't know what to get. Thank you for the welcome bags. Maybe I should get some pastries? Oh, they're pretty far away, though. You know what? I'll get some pastries. You know what? Let's just get some pastries. Why not? Let's get some pastries. Let's be kind to ourselves. Let's get some pastries. Why not? Why not? Okay, so let's get some... So we're gonna get, 12... like pastry puffs. We're gonna get some cherry ones, and we're gonna get cherry and I don't know. Cherry and I don't know. I want pastries now? Yeah, I was like, hell yeah, I gotta get some pastries. And salted caramel? Yeah, let's go with that. Oh, you know what? Screw it, we'll go with extra. Let's throw some extra on there. There we go. Okay. And then we're gonna... And, oh, and they got a pumpkin spice latte! Fuck you, really? Okay, well, I have to. Now I have to. Come on now. Come on now. How could I not? It's not even pumpkin season. This is a local place, so I'm like, what? They're pumpkin spice? Fuck you, no way. Oh, come on now. How can I not? Okay, hang on. Now I gotta punch in the details here. Hang on. At some point, my apron is going to come off, and we all just have to understand that that's what's happening right now, okay? I need you guys to just understand that the apron will come off, okay? Because I have to type in a bunch of letters and numbers and stuff, and the apron is gonna come off, right? It's a toggle, so I need you guys to know the apron's gonna come off, okay? I'm just so excited about pastries, okay? I need you guys to just be okay with this. Okay. Don't say nothing. Just let it happen. Okay. There we go. Okay. And we're done. And we're done. There we go. Okay, and I got my fluffies back. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, I got my fluffy stuff. Okay. Okay. Let's go ahead and place that order. Thank you, anonymous BB who got me snacks. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you for the snacks. I don't know if they'll be here before we end stream today, but know that I will enjoy them and love them tremendously. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate it. Now that we've gotten ourselves some snackies, now that we've gotten ourselves some snackaroonies, I think we should probably have a little chit-chat about something kind of serious. I clipped that? Oh my god, okay. Of course. We didn't even have to throw money at Athlete to see the goods. Wow, okay. Wow. I am not your whore. Do not throw money at me just to get my clothes off. Rude, okay? I'm a classy slut, thank you. Okay. What in the food wars? Yeah, what in the food wars is going on? We also got fed? Oh my god. Okay. Okay. Alright. So something kind of went down. Not in a bad way, but something kind of happened during the trip, right? And I wrote it down in my notes here. So, I was scrolling, minding my own damn business, when my For You page decided to just destroy me emotionally with a song that I guess was popular like a month ago, and my For You page just caught up. It's a song called Party For You by Charlie XCX. And it's this like, I only threw this party for you. I only threw this party for you, for you, for you. But then it hits this part where it's like, party on you, party on you, party on you, party on you. And it's this like, but it's like, it sounds almost kind of sad. And all these edits that they've been playing for them have been like relationships in fiction where it just didn't work out. And it's like, oh, why would you do this to me? Right? And it's all just these like sad moments. And it doesn't necessarily have to be romantic either. It's just like the one that I kept seeing the most was the couple from I can't remember the name of the movie, but ironically enough, there's an edit where it's like party on you, party on you, party on, and it's what's her name? Andrew Garfield and why can't I think of her name? Oh my god. Her name is, they used to date, now they're not, but they're still like friends. But I cannot for the life of me think, Emma Stone, yeah. So it was this, so one of the couples that keeps showing up in this is the real life, so it's Emma Stone and Andrew Garfield, where it's like, they were so, because you could tell, like, that was some genuine love, but sometimes shit just doesn't work out, right? But the other one I see all the time, and I'm like, oh my god, One Direction shipping in the year of our Lord 2025 is crazy. Because the other one was, like, Harry and, I forget what, I'm not as familiar with One Direction stuff, but, like, I think it was, like, Liam, was it Larry? I don't remember what the ship was called. But I guess Harry Styles was in, like, a pretty popular ship with, like, another member of the boys. And it was, yeah, Wild Dio indeed. And these, like, just do me a favor, look up Party For You edits onto TikTok, right? I see that stuff only on AO3 these days. Yeah, it was crazy. Like, hang on, like, but the thing that I thought of was, I want to see somebody do a Party For You edit, but it's for Given, right? Like, it's for the first Given movie, because Ugetsu and Kaji are the perfect example of the party for you couple. Like, this is what... So it's edits, and then it's people saying, like, no, party for you feels like this, right? And it's party for you feels like when you love somebody so much, but you really just fell in love with your version of that person. And that's not really who they are, right? Like, edits like that, right? Or not edits, but, like, videos like that. So it's these edits, these really sad edits, and then people just pouring their heart out to this song. And so I was like, let me listen to the whole song. And I fucking cried. I got so sad listening to this song because I feel like it's such a, like, because even, like, Charlie was like, this is what I wrote the song to be. And the idea of Party For You as a song, the idea for Party For You as a song is this girl throwing party after party after party, hoping that this guy would notice and, like, come to her party and see her, but realizing he never really gave that much of a shit about her to actually go to any of her parties. And the, like, party on you, party on you, party on... Like that part of the song is her standing in the middle of a party and realizing he's never coming, right? And it's, like, that feeling, like, that hollow feeling, right? Where it's, like, I loved you, but I'm realizing you did not love me. Right? Like that, or at least like you probably like at least not the way that I loved you, or the intensity to which I loved you, right? It was never quite the same, right? The other couple I see is like the other big one was fucking Gatsby and Nick. Like, the other one that I saw was so it was Gatsby and Nick, Gatsby and Daisy. I saw that a lot. The Gatsby edits are very popular with Party For You. And then 500 Days of Summer was another one I saw a lot. I also saw one that fucking spoiled me for New Girl, because I'm not done with New Girl yet, but I saw, like, a couple from New Girl. I was like, they don't make it? They don't get together? What? I don't know if maybe they do, and it was just, like, a sad moment for them, but it did break my heart. The other one I saw was, this is where I saw the thing about How I Met Your Mother earlier, when people were talking about how I Met Your Mother, like, they're all bad people. It was to an edit for Party For You, right? Because Barney is like, come on, let's get out of here, and Robin does the, like, right? And it's Barney realizing that Robin doesn't love him anymore. Right? And it's like, damn. For the record, I have never seen How I Met Your Mother, so don't. If I'm wrong and that's not what's happening in the scene, it just like I'm just pretty sure that's what happens in that scene. TikTok really just be spoiling things, glares the One Piece fandom. By the way, fuck you. Fuck anyone who dared to say that my son was ugly. Tony Chopper is adorable, and I will fight you. How dare you? How dare you? How dare anyone insult my boy Tony Chopper, okay? Tony Chopper. Like, how dare you? He's adorable. Guess we're fighting. He's cute. What are you talking about? I was like, he's cute. He's cute, but, like, he's supposed to, like, if you look at, like, what Chopper looks like at the beginning of One Piece, that's what they made him look like. Like, Chopper becomes cute as the show goes on because he becomes something of a mascot. He looks like Paddington Bear, who is also cute. What the fuck? Like, who is also cute? How dare you? How dare you insult my son? Uncanny cute. That's exactly what he is. He's uncanny cute. How dare you? Paddington Bear is also adorable. How dare you, Harvest? How dare you? Came to say goodnight and go, I guess. It's 3 a.m. Wish me luck on my exam. Oh, Toast, good luck on your exam. Good luck, and also good night. You should really get some sleep. Good luck on your exam. Good luck, Toast. Chopper is a perfect bean. Chopper is a perfect bean. But anyway, the, my son, Chopper, my sweet boy. Anyway, I was watching these TikToks, right? And it made me realize something, and we're gonna get a little bit, like, emotional here. I'm gonna get a little real with you, right? I was watching these TikToks, and I'm literally on this trip, hunting gorgons from herding, like, some nearby whatever. It was, I don't know, I was dragged into it. And I'm listening to this song. And it was this moment where I realized, knowing people that you loved did not love you to the same extent that you gave to them. Like, you gave them your heart. And it wasn't, they didn't give it back. That sucks. Or maybe they did. And they did give you their heart. But that heart is no longer the same. Right? Toast, welcome to the BBs. Like that person who gave you the heart is no longer the same person. Right? If I start doing video editing shit again, it's your fault. I'm so sorry. But it's one of those, like, I realize now, like, when I listen to that, like, I'm sure we've all been there where you genuinely, like, fell for somebody, and maybe you fucked up, right? Like, maybe you went wrong, but you slowly start to see that person, like, distance themselves from you and push away from you, and it sucks, right? So my example of this, and again, I think the reason why it hurt so bad is because of what I was doing on the trip. Medusa, right? Now, I'm not saying I was a saint. Obviously, I did turn him into a Gorgon. But I did that to protect him because I was worried that he was going to get hurt. He had just gotten attacked. I was trying to help him. And like, I'm not saying I'm a saint. Right? I'm not saying that I was always right. But it sucks when you put in like that, you fall for someone and that person no longer is that person. Like, they're a different person now. And listening to that edit just ripped me apart, and seeing other people have such similar experiences, that's music, man. Like that to me, I was like, that's music. Like, this song about partying connected with so many people and connected mortals to gods, you know, like connected, like I related a lot to like the message of the song and like holding out hope that maybe things are gonna be okay. Obviously it didn't. Jason cut off like Medusa's head, and now my former boyfriend sits on my fucking shield. A little morbid, but that's okay. But it's one of those, like, it just hit me really hard. And I got really emotional. The other heroes were looking at me like I was the crazy one. They invited me, and now they're acting like I'm the crazy one, but whatever. And it really hit. And yeah, like, again, I'm not saying I'm a saint. Should I have turned the guy into a Gorgon? No. But I thought I was protecting them, and watching him slip slowly and start to lose himself. It's like the snakes on his head were telling him shit that he didn't believe, but I think maybe he did. I don't know. All I know is the person that I fell for was no longer the same person at the end. And listening to this song made that hit so much harder. And I think that's the power of music. Music is one of those, like, and it's why I'm like really getting into idols and stuff like that, because I can think of a bunch of songs from Orchestra Tokyo, which is an idol group that I really like, where their music makes me want to be better and makes me want to be strong, you know, like, or makes me realize stuff that I never fully registered about myself. I think that's why music's important. I think that's why idols are important. I think that's just, in general, like, one of the best things that mortals have ever done was your ability to create noise and fashion it into such a state where it moves even the gods, you know? Like, I think that's your biggest strength, is the capacity for great art, you know? Like, and I was just thinking about that, because again, it's a song about a party, for God's sake, but I was so moved by it. Like, I couldn't stop thinking about it the entire trip, and I knew I had to bring it up with you guys, because it just resonated so hard, and I loved it. I thought it was great. That's the party for you tangent that I wanted to go on. Sorry for getting a little personal there, but you know, it was one of those things where I felt like the end message was worth sharing, because it's one of those things where, like, I think the reason why a lot of us listen to music when we're sad is because the music is connecting with you more than just like from like you're sad and you're listening to sad music, but also like it resonates with you on such a deeper level than somebody just saying, "Oh, I'm sorry that happened." You know, like. And the other thing I realized too is I definitely have like an avoidant, like, I don't know if you guys can relate to this, but I definitely have an avoidant attachment style. Like, when I get attached to something, I tend to like try to push it away sometimes because I'm worried it's gonna hurt me. And I don't know if you guys are the same, but I realized that during the trip. I'm like, I think I have avoidant attachment, right? Where like, when I like somebody or something, I'm so scared that thing is going to break my heart that I tend to push it away, right? I don't know if you guys can relate to that, right? But it was this realization that I'm like, oh, I think that's why I tend to play things so safe, right? Like, even, like, I love Tron. Like, you guys know how much I love Tron, right? But even with Tron, I'm, like, prepping myself for, like, this thing is going to hurt me in the end. Like, this thing is gonna hurt me, and I don't want it to let it hurt me, so I'm gonna try to, like, what if, like, Tron Ares is really bad, and the fandom tries to rip itself apart, you know, like, so I try to push it away, right? Even Odysseus trusted me to be there not only as their guide, but as her friend. And I failed because I was terrified that she was gonna hurt me in the end. You know? And that's who I am, you know? Like, where I'm just, like, I tend to be like, I care, but I'll try to be like, not push away in a shitty way. But obviously we all know what happened during the Odyssey. I was not exactly the nicest. But it's a fear of being abandoned, so I'll try to abandon you before you abandon me, right? Or I'll put up the walls, and then when you can't break through the walls and walk away, I'm like, well, see, yeah, of course they walked away. I knew that was gonna happen. And it's like, but I did that. That's something I have to work on. You know, it took meeting Telemachus for me to really register that, you know, that it's something I have to work on. That was like that was centuries ago, and I'm still working on it, right? It's a never-ending process, and it's okay if you have that avoidant detachment style if you're still doing that. Right? Because I do that. And I just want you to know that if you do that, hey, I do that too. And you're not a bad person for doing it. You just occasionally need the reminder that, hey, I need to try. I need to really push myself, you know, to care and to put myself out there. Because, yeah, maybe sometimes you're going to get hurt, but at the end of the day, sometimes is it better to have loved, or is it better to have loved and lost than never have loved at all, right? The answer is it's better to have loved and lost, for the record. Just in case everyone's like, never have loved at all? No. No, that is not correct. Damn. Who the god of therapy, who let the god of therapy and their offices open? It's hard to overcome because it comes with events and validates your work. That's exactly it. Like, it's one of those things where something will happen and you'll be like, see, I knew it. I knew this. And it's like, damn. But, like, you did that. It was self-inflicted, you know? You're stuck with the BBs, unfortunately. If you try to push us away, we'll stick to you like glue. Hell yeah. I hope so. I hope you guys do, you know? Do not leave me. Do not leave. Yeah. Yeah. I'm glad I have such wonderful people around, you know? It's good. You know what I don't love, though? You know what grinds my gears? You know what I'm not a fan of? I am not a fan of my horrible sleep schedule. So it got worse during this trip. I have a terrible sleep schedule. It's something that I think it's the next thing I want to work on, because I'm already getting back to a place where I'm working out again, like, pretty frequently. So I'm happy about that. I did not, be proud, BBs, I did not have a single energy drink at all during the trip, nor did I have a drop of alcohol the entire trip. I was good the whole way. I actually bought some non-alcoholic beer, and it was delicious. Because I realized I like barley. Like, I like that barley taste. Like, I like that element of it, right? But I also sometimes just, I think I don't like being tipsy or not having the ability to be in control of what I'm doing. So but I want to be able to have, like, a pint, because I like a pint. So I didn't have any pints. I had non-alcoholic. It was great. And then I didn't have any energy drinks. I just stuck to tea the whole way. I didn't have a coffee, right? I did have a coffee at one point, but it was a decaf coffee, right? So I'm allowed decaf coffee. I've been cutting the caffeine out. I was very, very good. And my sleep is improving. Like, it is, I am getting better. Good for you, Athy. I'm proud of you. Thank you, Evan. Thank you, Cloudy. Thanks, guys. Thank you. Thank you. I am getting better with my sleep schedule. But I think it's the next thing I really want to fix. I think cutting out caffeine to the extent that I have has really helped. Do you feel like you have slept more with no caffeine? I do. I do, Pastel. Like, I feel like I'm getting a bit more sleep, but I still end up staying up really late, and it's something that I want to work on, because I'll head to bed at around, like, midnight-ish, and I'll try to wake up for, like, 8, right? So I'll try to wake up for 8 or 9, but the problem is I don't actually go to bed at midnight. What happens is I'm laying in bed, and I'm scrolling on my phone until, like, 3 o'clock in the morning. And then my alarm goes off, and I hit snooze. And then I want to go back to sleep. So that's a problem. That is my current problem. I just can't get it together. I can't. Like, because I keep being like, tonight I'm going to set my phone on the desk. I'm not even going to look at it, and I'm just going to go to bed. And then I end up just, like, sitting there doom scrolling. And it just causes pain. It just causes me to not sleep. Sleep is a very important part of self-care. I agree. It's one of those things that I need to start to really work on, is my sleep schedule. I feel like I'm so bad at keeping a good sleep schedule. I'm just like, I'm notoriously not good for it, right? So I need to work on that. That's my next main goal, is to work on my sleep schedule. You're not like, and yeah, I'm with you, Ryan. I used to be a morning person though, like, but I feel like as of late, I've lost that ability, and that is an ability, is to get good at being a morning person. Have you tried making yourself physically tired for the day? Good exercise makes good sleep. I have. I will say what I'm thinking of doing. It's funny you bring it up. I'm thinking of maybe doing like I'm thinking of maybe doing my cardio closer to the end of the day so that I'm tired at the end of the day. The other thing I was thinking about, I did see Rebel point this out, of like maybe try listening to ASMR instead of scrolling. That's another thing I do want to try. Maybe listening to some ASMR before bed, you know? I think that has a lot of... I think there's a lot of potential there. So that is something I'd like to do as well. Or I could watch Super Eye Patch Wolf before bed, which I already do. But I could like set it off to the side, you know? Let the dulcet tones of Super Eye Patch Wolf. Let John rock me to sleep. I love Eye Patch Wolf. However, that actually brings me to the other point I want to talk about. Hang on. Let's go. Let's cross that off the list there. Did you know that many moons ago, Super Eye Patch Wolf put out a video called The Fall of Bleach? The Fall of Bleach. What happened? And it was this video talking about how Bleach was really popular and then it fell off. And Bleach fans, to this day, blame Super Eye Patch Wolf for Bleach getting a bad rap in the fandom. To this day. Oh, here's the thing. Here's the thing. That video no longer exists. Because Eye Patch Wolf, like, took it down. That's how much hate the video got. Hang on. Super Eye Patch Wolf Bleach. I don't even know if it's still up. Did maybe somebody... I don't know if maybe somebody's, like, re-uploaded it. No, I don't see a re-upload. But, for those who don't know, I was very big in the, like, Anituber sphere for a while. Like, not me personally, but I was very, like, into Anitubers for a while. And I remember, like, so many people at the time were talking about Bleach and how much they loved Bleach and all this stuff, right? Or, not Bleach, but how much they hated Bleach, right? Like, how Bleach was bad, actually. And Eye Patch Wolf was one of the people who made that video. And he made a video just talking about the fall of Bleach and like why Bleach did, because it did, have a fall off in popularity. Why did Bleach have such a like crazy nosedive in popularity? And I say that as somebody who loves Bleach, right? I am behind on the 1,000-Year Blood War, but I loved Bleach. I actually preferred Bleach to Naruto and to One Piece. I love Bleach. But Bleach did have a fall off. Doesn't mean that it did not strike back with furious vengeance and righteous anger, because Bleach is really good again. But, yeah, so, he made a video 4 years... So I think this video is 8 years old. Because I think the original video came out... Yeah, so The Fall of Bleach 4 years later came out 4 years ago. So the original Bleach video that everybody hates Super Eye Patch Wolf for is 8 years old. Right? Like, this was 8 years ago. And so Brandon Sanderson, the fantasy author, did a TikTok video where he talked about how he's a big Super Eye Patch Wolf fan. The Brandon Sanderson was talking about how he's a big Eye Patch Wolf fan. And John did the thing that he really shouldn't have done, And that's go through the comments on the video. And most of the comments were really nice. And then, of course, he finds the one mean comment, and that's the comment that, of course, sticks out in John's mind, and that is, I will never forgive Eyepatchwolf for what he did to Bleach. 8 years later. 8. Bleach fans, I think there's, so he did a video recently that I watched, right? Like, it wasn't like a full-on video, it was from his regular Eyepatchwolf channel. So there's Super Eyepatchwolf, and then there's regular Eyepatchwolf. And regular Eyepatchwolf is just chunks from stream, basically. It's just clips from stream. And he did this video, why people get so defensive about anime, right? And in it, he talks about the Bleach thing, right? And he's like, I think it's because people felt like a lot of people in, like, a lot of people will watch, like, cartoons growing up, and they don't really feel seen. Like, a lot of, like, teenage boys don't feel seen by a lot of cartoons until they encounter anime, specifically shonen. And it means so much to them, right? And so because of that, it becomes part of their identity. And it doesn't leave, right? It, like, stays as part of their identity. And that's kind of a big, that's a big dilemma, right? It stays and it doesn't leave their personality. So even though, obviously, this video was 8 years ago, the idea of somebody bad-mouthing the thing they love is something that will forever haunt them. That's, like, the idea. And I do think that John is right. I also think that's really sad. Like, I don't know. I'm of two minds about it, where I think it's a little cringy, because it's like, I don't personally understand why people have to behave like that. Yeah. Oh, my food's here. Okay, you know what? Maybe we'll end stream here. Maybe we'll end stream here so I can skedaddle. Okay, so I'm gonna go get my food. Maybe we'll end stream here. I feel bad because we're ending in the middle of a good convo, but we're almost at the 3-hour mark anyway, so we'll end here. Okay, I'm gonna go get my food. Thank you guys so much for hanging with me today. I appreciate it. Thank you to the anonymous BB who got me some snackies. Thank you. I hope you guys have a lovely rest of your day. If you're watching over on the red site, let's try to see who we can send you guys over to. Who's streaming? Roscoe is streaming. We'll send you over to Roscoe. So, okay. So if you're watching over on the red site, make sure to send a big hello to Roscoe. Make sure you jump in, say hello, Roscoe. Say hello, Roscoe, when you get over there. Hoot hoot to you. Hoot hoot to you. I hope you have a lovely rest of your day. Hoot hoot to you. And, yeah, hoot hoot to you. Sorry, I just got the alert where it's like, it's waiting for you. I'm like, I know. Hoot hoot to you. And until next time, end of line.